welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlotte. I'm just doing a quick intro to this video. It's a bit of a random one, but I was so lucky to receive an early copy of Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, which is like my most anticipated read for the year. I've mentioned it multiple times. Anyway, I wanted to film like a reading vlog and I ended up just being like so absorbed in the book I didn't film a single thing. So I thought I would put a little video together from videos that I posted on Instagram already. So the first clip will be my unboxing for the book, which was so exciting and I'm very dramatic. And then after that, I have quite a long video talking about my thoughts on the book. So I was going to post it on like YouTube Shorts, but it's too long. It's like 6 minutes long, but I go in detail on like all my thoughts, things that I liked, didn't like, a full review, that kind of thing. So anyway, that is the context. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah. Guys, I have just come home to definitely the most exciting book mail I will probably ever receive in my entire life, and I already know what it is because I was so excited / nervous because I was out all day and I got my boyfriend to like poke a hole in it, like a really small hole, and he sent me a photo of like part of the spine, and then I had to remain like composed and controlled for the rest of the day. I'm not I'm not composed and controlled. So let's actually open it. So this is from Penguin. Let's pull. I'm not I feel giggly. I feel like I've already gone through a lot of emotions while not even like seeing it, but I do it every time. I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's a fridge magnet. That is going right up on my fridge immediately. Okay, let's decompose. So if you know me, you know that Emily Henry is literally my favorite author ever. I have read every single book. I have 5 stars. I love every single one. This is my Emily Henry shelf. But I also have more Emily Henry books on another shelf because, of course. Anyway, all that ramble to say, Emily Henry is my favorite author ever. Like my biggest Bookstagram dream goal. Didn't think it was going to happen, but it was like my dream for the year was to get an ARC of Emily Henry. I actually can't. I'm like, I feel speechless. Like, I just genuinely can't believe I have this in my hand. It doesn't come out for like 3 weeks. And it's got like the date on it. This is literally so dramatic. I read like the first the first sentence. And like, there's something about Emily Henry's writing. Like, it is just so her. And every single time a new book of hers comes out and I start reading it, I'm like, oh my god, it feels so good to be back. Like, I feel so dramatic, but I'm like, oh my god, it feels like home. So I need to clear my entire TV up. It doesn't matter. This is the top. This is the best thing. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I feel like I can quit like Bookstagram at this point. Like, there's nothing. This is it. This is it. This has been chaos, but thank you so much, Penguin. Like, thank you so much. You have made my year and my day, but my year. Like, this, I cannot express how much getting this means to me. Like, I should shut up now, but oh my god, I literally could not be more excited. I couldn't be happy. It's gonna look so pretty. It's gonna look so pretty on my shelf here. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I cannot wait to read this. Thank you so much. This is literally the best ever. I'm never recovering. I finished my most anticipated read of the year, Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. So let's talk about it. If it is not evident from the array of books in front of me, Emily Henry is my favorite author. I absolutely love her. I'm a diehard fan, and she is someone who really got me into the romance genre. So this book was definitely my most anticipated read for the year by a mile, and I am eternally grateful and honestly still screaming with joy and thankful to Penguin Australia for sending me an early copy. Like, I will never get over that. So I have sat down and read this book over the last couple days, and I loved it. Who's surprised? Okay? No one should be. I am biased. I love her books. I love her writing. I always will. However, I want to talk about it because I feel like I loved it for a lot of different reasons than I loved all her other books. Emily Henry herself said that this one was going to be different from her other books, and I've seen other ARC readers say the same thing. And so I went in with that mindset, and I completely agree with all the people who have been saying that. I am actually kind of scared of people picking up this book expecting like a rom-com similar to all her other ones and then being disappointed that it's not exactly like that. But in saying that, there are a lot of elements that are true Emily Henry. So I want to talk through it. I feel like I could talk about this book for days, so let's try get into it and not take forever. So in my opinion, this book is a very good blend between her previous rom-coms and, dare I say it, Miss Taylor Jenkins Reid, who actually, I think, blurbed this new book. So I love Taylor Jenkins Reid, especially her set of like historical fiction. Love Carrie Soto is Back, and I also love The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This book gave major Seven Husbands vibes. In my personal opinion, as not someone who works in publishing or really knows too much about any of this, I'm purely a reader. To me, this read as like a women's fiction mixed with like a subplot of romance, as opposed to her other books, which I would say are like a main plot of romance. If that makes sense, that's purely my opinion. So we kind of have two main plots going on. One of them is the romance between Alice and Hayden, who are competing to win a book deal with this heiress who has lived in privacy for the last like 20 years. We've got rival writers competing. We've got a really grumpy guy with Emily Henry. That always leads to some good banter and just a cute romance where, you know, the guy ends up being like an absolute sweetheart, even though he starts out grumpy. I really liked the romance subplot in this. It gave me similar vibes to her other books. There was like a more emotional plot line for both of these characters, and it was funny and it was sweet. She builds tension great, all of those things. I will say with the romance, because there is this whole second plot line going on, it does take more of the back seat, and you really don't get to see as much of the male main character as in her other books. The romance moved at a much quicker pace, in my opinion. I did enjoy the romance, but I will say I didn't feel as connected to the romance between these two characters as with probably most of her other books. However, where this book still ended up with a 5 stars and me being obsessed with it is in the other half of the plot, where we are learning about Margaret, who is the heiress, all her family history leading all the way back to her great-grandfather, basically how they came into wealth, all the secrets and lies and love and relationships and pain and heartbreak that has come through her family that no one else really knows about, and she's sharing it for the first time with Alice. And this plotline, I devoured. Every time a Margaret chapter would end where I was learning about her history, I was like, no, give it back to me. And then we'd go to the romance and I would enjoy it. But I would be like, no, give me more Margaret. I need to know her whole family history. Like, it consumes me. I was thinking about it every time I wasn't reading the book. Last night, I was lying awake in bed thinking about Margaret and her family history. Like, I can't express it any other way than her story consumed me. I don't really want to say really any more details about her story because I think everyone should experience it blind, but it definitely did give that sort of like older Hollywood music scene / socialite vibe that you kind of get in a Taylor Jenkins Reid book. It also had like the family history and tragedy and pain and going through a lot of people's love stories, and I just loved it. I don't know why, but following the family history of so many people across different generations is just fascinating to me, and sort of reading about so many different types of love and family dynamics and relationships and love stories and how people's childhood and experiences shape not only their life but their kids and their grandkids' lives. And I feel like the title really sums it up well. Great Big Beautiful Life. As always with an Emily Henry book, there was beautiful quotes about life and love and loss, and there was also moments that made me laugh out loud because Emily Henry is just so funny. So yes, I think I will wrap up there. I hope that was helpful. If you are looking to read this book, I really want people to go in with the right expectations, I suppose. It does feel like Emily Henry, but it also feels different to her other books. And I hope people love it as much as I did because I feel like I'm going to be thinking about this for weeks. But also, I'm just very curious to hear all people's thoughts. This comes out 24th of April in Australia. And once again, I'm so excited to have this copy and have it added to my Emily Henry collection. I'm looking for a